Hello watch lovers around the world. Welcome to another episode at hand.wound.horology. Today I'll be sharing the journey of my hunt for a Jubilee bracelet for my Rolex GMT Batman, and I'll also be busting some myths along the way. So researching this topic online gave me some mixed results, with some people saying that you can't go from an Oyster to a Jubilee as it increases the value of your watch, but you can go from a Jubilee to an Oyster, while other people say outright that it cannot be done at all. I even asked one of my local Rolex authorized dealers, who advised me that in their most recent training they were told that you cannot upgrade to a Jubilee bracelet. So I decided to go straight to the source of truth and visit my local Rolex Service Centre. The Service Centre in Melbourne moved to Exhibition Street within the last few years, and I gotta say the venue is a lot nicer than the previous one. They must be doing really well for themselves. So I went to see one of the friendly girls at the reception desk, and I asked her if I could purchase an additional bracelet for my GMT. After endless back and forth on the phone with her manager, she finally said she can fulfill my request. I like to think my good looks and charms played a part in her decision. She quoted me 3,350 Australian dollars for an additional bracelet. I think it's approximately 40% off if you trade in your existing one, and I happily accepted. I know what you all must be thinking. That is really expensive for a bracelet, and with that kind of money I could easily buy another watch instead. And you're not wrong. With that kind of cash I could purchase an Oris, Nomos or Longines, just to name a few. But I don't want an Oris, Nomos or Longines. No disrespect to those brands. I appreciate all watches and believe all watches have merit. But I'm not the type of person who purchases watches just for the sake of increasing my watch count. I only buy watches that I love. And the GMT is a watch that I truly love. And this bracelet will add a new look and feel to the watch. I think it will be like owning a new watch. Yep, that's my justification. That's what I keep telling myself to help me sleep at night. So the process is they put my order in and no payment is required until the bracelet arrives. The girl told me the bracelet should arrive in no longer than 1 month's time. So the day is finally here. My bracelet has arrived from Switzerland. I'm on my way to the service centre to pick it up. I have to drop off the watch so the watchmakers can inspect it and fit on the new bracelet. I'll see you in a bit, little one. The gender transformation is finally complete. The Batman is now a Batgirl. He now identifies as a she. In all seriousness, it looks amazingly slick on the Jubilee. Now for the maiden wrist shot. And just as I imagined, it looks absolutely beautiful. Now we're back at the hand.wound horology studio. I've owned the GMT since 2022, so it's almost a 3-year-old watch. I had some concerns that the brand new bracelet would look different from the watch head, but as you can see from the footage, from the naked eye it looks fine. Funny story, I took my watch to the Hourglass to get my bracelet resized. They generously said that they were more than happy to do it free of charge. All I needed to do was to bring my warranty card and leave the watch with them for 1 week. I thanked them for their kindness, but I politely told them to get stuffed. Instead, I took it across the road to the amazing guys at Watches of Switzerland, who resized it on the spot and served me some scotch while I waited. Let's enjoy some ASMR goodness while I unwrap this beautiful bracelet. Apologies, that was a bit anticlimactic, but there's no denying the satisfying click of a fresh clasp. Having owned both bracelets for just over a week, I think I have a good idea on the pros and cons of each one, which I will try to summarize for you guys now. As you can see on the footage, the Oyster bracelet flares out ever so slightly more than the Jubilee. So for those of you out there who have smaller wrists or prefer a more snug fit, the Jubilee would be the better option. The Oyster bracelet is a bit thicker and weighs a bit more. To me, it feels more balanced and solid on the wrist. The weight is more evenly distributed. Whereas the Jubilee is much lighter, it makes the head of the watch feel a lot heavier. It makes the watch feel a bit top heavy on the wrist. The Oyster bracelet also has polished center links. Although beautiful in appearance, it is more prone to visible scratches. The Oyster bracelet, for lack of a better word, looks more masculine and robust on the wrist. It makes the watch look more like a tool watch. The Jubilee bracelet, on the other hand, looks a lot more dressy. The 5 links is definitely a lot more flashier, giving the watch more visual appeal. It will definitely stand out more than the Oyster bracelet. Having the 5 links in the Jubilee, the bracelet is a lot more breathable and comfortable, especially on those hotter days. The Jubilee bracelet is much lighter, and you can definitely feel it on the wrist. And finally, the Jubilee bracelet is less prone to scratches and also a lot better at concealing them. But overall, both bracelets are amazing in their own right. The only reason I can think of if I had to choose between the two is I would pick the Jubilee in the hotter weather. In summary, if you're ever after a bracelet for your Rolex, don't be that sucker that buys it on Chrono24 from some chump selling it for $6,000 plus. Just visit your local service centre, who'll be more than happy to help you out. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video informative. As always, if you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe. Until next time, happy watch collecting.